All right, week 6. Time to continue the fucking dominance from last week into this week. Come on, man. Hit the motherfucking mark. Oh, hell no, man. Start the intro. All right, welcome back to week 6 Trio Scratch League. Grab your popcorn, take a seat. This is gonna be a good one, man. Don't worry about the intro. We ain't talking about that. We talking about this right motherfucker here, baby. Let's get it. All right, you know the drill. Game 1 of 4. Let's get it. All right, so our goal this week wasn't obviously just to bowl better or as good as last week, but it was to just stay consistent and just keep the good bowling coming. And as you can see in these first few frames, I'm doing that. Off a 3-bagger, and I'm looking good, feeling good, hitting the pocket. So my last few were a little light, and I pulled this one, ended up leaving the split. And something else I've been working on is to not let some of these bad shots fuel the next few shots. So this next shot had to be aced so I could get that monkey off my back, and good Lord it was. So before missing that one and pulling it to the last few been a little light, so I was able to stay in this area considerably longer than I normally would have been able to. So after these first few shots, I'm feeling good. I feel like I'm getting some good carry. You know, this is a great way to start. I throw a good shot here and happen to leave this god-awful 10-pin. One big improvement in my game that I've been so happy on is my 10-pin shooting. I think prior to this year I was like 40%, and now to be at around 65-70, it just means the world. That last ball was kind of high, and this one was as well, so time to move. Now back to the 10-pin shooting. Unfortunately, the good that came from that came with some bad, and for some reason now I'm just missing 9 pins. Like, I don't know what the hell is wrong. But I converted that last one and a nice good shot here, which concludes our game 1 with a 224. Feeling good. Now, a 224 is not a bad score, but I did feel like I left a lot of pins on the table, so I'm looking to do much better here in game 2 as I start off with a strike. So unfortunately, after game 1, I was the only one to win their point. It is what it is, but we're gonna lock in and try to get this game 2, and I'll leave a 7 there. I started in my 900 global origin, and I felt like it was time to get out of it. So now I just moved to my Venom Recoil. A little older ball, but I really love it. One of my favorite balls. Really one of the first ones I really started bowling with when I came back. And I started off pretty well until I left that motherfucker right there. And a small but big thing I've learned from bowling in these last few years is get the pin count. You don't have to hit every spear. You don't have to try to pick up every split you get early in the game. And I'm gonna call back to what I said earlier. I did not let that bad shot keep me out of this ball and keep me from putting up big scores. So coming off that double, really needed one here to kind of make up for that loss of pins from that split. So I really focused, really got down, and really had to lace this shot, and I did. And the unfortunate part of bowling, and really the sad part is, right, sometimes you get unlucky. Sometimes you're bowling great and you leave a crazy split that knocks you out of contention, knocks you out of brackets because you lost those 20-30 pins, whatever, for that frame. As I throw a bad shot, you saw that. I didn't, but I picked it up. In moments like this too, I had a bad shot, which was spare, so I really need to pick up a strike here, and I'll leave a 4-pin. It's just, it is what it is. So those loss of pins there keep me from shooting a 230, a 240, but hey, move on. And this is where I could use some work. I put so much pressure on myself to throw a great shot here because of the loss of pins, and I mess up. And it is what it is. You gotta work on things. There's still things to work on, some things I can improve on, but we pick up that spare. We unfortunately finished out game 2 with the flat 200, and I'm defeated, but I'm actually optimistic for the next game and continue with this next match. Going into game 3, I run into another great quality opponent I've seen around the circuit. I've seen in this bowling alley throw up great scores, so I came into this game locked in. This is yet another one of those games where this is why I came here, to prove myself against great bowlers, and we're gonna see how we did. So this shot here is a little nerve-wracking, but we get the double. going into frame 3. In frame 3, I'm feeling good, feeling great. Now, I don't know if you can make it out, but you kind of see our scores in the back there. But I'm off 3. Got the 4th, got a little ping action. I love it. Now I'm looking to start game 3 with a 5-bagger. And I forgot to mention, we balled down a little bit to the Brunswick edge. This is what I call my money maker. This is that ball. Weakest ball in the bag, but it packs a motherfucking punch, baby. Now, as you can see, we got the front 6. And I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great. I feel like I throw a great ball here. What the fuck is that? This is that unfortunate side of bowling that I just spoke about. A stone 9-pin. After, that's a beautiful shot. But it is what it is. Come on. All right, that shot is over and done. Can't think about it. Gotta move on to the next shot. Put the ball down. Looking great. Tip in. Okay. Cool. Oh, I'm not scared of the 10-pin no more. This 10-pin ain't got no hold on me. I'm not worried. I fucked up. Sometimes players mess up. That's cool. We ain't gonna make them all, even though I rolled that one. But I had to put that shit aside and lace the next one. Now back to things I need to work on. Sometimes I get too lackadaisical with my bowling when I'm bowling so well. And I get one like this where you get the Brooklyn. You don't take that, by the way. But I always look to follow up with Brooklyn with a beautifully laced, picture perfect one, you know? Which leaves me with another motherfucking 9-pin. Are you know what? Just pick it up and move on. So following up that shitty ass 9-pin, we finished that game 3 with a 246. And that's a beautiful game coming off a game where I feel like I left a lot of pins on the table. Now, for game 4, my main focus was to stay in control, but also keep my opponent from turning up and taking series. So with that nice double, this unfortunately Brooklyn shot keeps me tied with my opponents who started off with the front 3 as well. So after releasing this ball, I thought it was great and beautiful, and I leave this motherfucking 7-pin. But we decided to keep our cool, turn around, get our ball, pick it up, and move along. So my opponent did lace one and leave a 10-pin, I believe, and he picked it up. So he is off a spare, so I really need this one. And I aced it. Really needed that. And back to what I said before, when I'm feeling good, feeling great, I tend to go Brooklyn and miss my mark. Right after that shot, I think this was a little Bowling Gods payback, you know, because I feel like I threw a great shot here and left. Again, stay locked. Don't get too high, don't get too low. Pick it up, move the hell on. Now this shot here was just terrible, just completely terrible. I end up leaving a 6-9, which is normally not a bad spare to leave, but for somebody who's been missing the 6 and the 9, this is a horrible spare, and I end up missing. Leading into my next shot, I tried to take a deep breath, focus. This shot get a little too far out, it comes up right and leaves me the fucking 5-pin. It had about 1 second to put your hand up, but either way, it's coming right back down. Now coming to the end of this game, my opponent did kind of lose some steam. He's on strike, spare strike, so he is looking to finish strong, and so the hell am I. This shot right here. And this is my 10th frame, so big punch out here will do wonders for me and to completely finish off the great series I got. And oh, we get it. And how fitting. This last shot ends our game 4. We start with a 224 and end with a 224. So that takes us to game 1, 224. Game 2, flat 200. Game 3, 246. Game 4, 224. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe.
Everyday hustle like William, I'm charging the chicken just for the verse, yeah. I get in that kitchen, I cook, go to work, I go